Alright, and here we are in the starting of the game. Everything's blue and nice. There's some beautiful music going on. You can't hear the music, but trust me, it's A+, A+ music. And now we're going down into the abyss. We land with a nice little plop. Oh, that's Mommy Heidelin talking to us. That's what we call her, Crystal Mommy or Please Step on Me or anything. The community calls her these things. I don't personally. I have too much respect for even fictional women to say things like that. But the community at large does have a pretty big boner for Heidelin. Alright, now we've got one of these guys showing up with their creepy masks and robes and gathered in darkness. Heidelin appears to us, charges us up with her magical powers. Now we're really dressed for battle. Got our axe of light. Gonna chop right through these bad guys. Alright. Now, I am gonna try to read voices out loud. Most of the dialogue. Not everything. Not every side quest that I do or things like that, but most of the main story dialogue, I'm gonna try to read it out loud. Oi, you alright, lad? You were moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets of sides. Rolling to the ship got your stomach churning, has it? Doesn't seem like seasickness. Now that I look at you, it'll be the ether then, I reckon. So that word, ether. We have to kind of decide on that, because I've heard it pronounced aether and I've heard it pronounced ether. So we have to kind of figure out which one we're going to go with. I'm going to switch. I'm not going to stick to one, because I just can't remember that. Some are more sensitive to stuff than others, see. We ain't too far from Vilbrand now, which is chock full of etherites. See, I called that one etherites, but I may call the next one aetherites. No need to fret, though. Hit A on that one a little too fast. Might as well be bloomin' seasickness. Ship's leaping around like a demented chocobo today. I reckon I might head out on deck, give myself a breath of fresh air. Limb Settlements is still a fair way off, in case you are wondering. Seeing as you're awake and all, how's about you keep me company till we get there? Them youngins don't much care for conversation, see? These are important characters, remember their faces. Any road, Brennan's my name, and peddlin's me trade. Everybody out on the ship, running around. Great big sailing ship. A lot of windows on it, I guess. God, that'll break in a storm. That'd be terrible to repair. Smell that salty sea breeze. Now then, lad, judging by your unusual garments, I'd say you are one of the new adventurers. Am I warm? Look how big I am. He can't even see my face all the way. He's got to really crane his neck up. I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business, these days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? Let's see. I think to gain power. Bob Ross wants power. The power to take care of his friends and paint a better world. Power, as in her power to do good? Like protecting the weak and fighting for what's right and all that? Aye, I thought that's what you meant. Well, adventurers do get up to a lot of fighting, that's for sure. You'll never be short of a chance to polish your warcraft in the adventuring business. Once we make port, you'd best sign yourself up at the Adventurers Guild. They'll set you on the right path. And it wouldn't hurt to join a guild, neither. Limsa is home to a few, so if you fancy learning how to swing an axe or even sling a spell, you should think about seeking one out. Just remember, though, there's more important than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, that's a fact. Uh-oh, something's happening. Whoa! Somebody's firing cannons on us. Ship's off the starboard bow. Pirate colors. So we got pirates attacking us. Pirates? Bloody hells. Have you no sense? Get below. Wait, let me fight. I'm a big tough guy just like you. I can take on some pirates. What's the world coming to? Pirates firing on a ship flying Lumenson colors. Bastards either have a boatload of balls or bugger all for brains. You can rest easy, friends. We made it out of cannon range, and no buccaneer's bark will catch this flighty temptress once the wind's in our sails. That was too bleeding close. Glad one of us kept his head on his shoulders. I reckon I'd have lost mine otherwise. Who kept their head on their shoulders? I ran away just like you. If them pirates give the chase, we must be close to port. Let's head up on deck and have us a look, shall we? All right. Ship sailing into port. By the by, is this your first trip to Limsa? Is this my first trip? No, this is not my first trip. I've been to Limsa plenty of times. I'm a regular customer. Thought not. But I'll wager there have been some changes since your last visit. Allow a journey to turn around to appraise you of the current state of affairs. Ahem. Limsa prides itself on being Eorzea's foremost naval power. Weren't too long ago the place was ruled by pirates, but thanks to the current admiral's civilizing influence, the city-state could almost pass for a respectable nation. You never guessed she was once a rum-swollen buccaneer herself, heh. Of course, most folks ain't so quick to change, and with a town full of liberty-loving ruffians, you can imagine how many naysayers and troublemakers she's got to deal with, like them pirates who took a fancy to us just now. Yeah, I'm gonna tell the admiral on them. I'm gonna tattle. And if that weren't bad enough, I've heard the Sahagin are raiding the coast just as bold as you please. They're the sea-dwelling beastmen the locals call fishbacks, in case you didn't know. I don't know if I'll be calling them fishbacks. That sounds kind of racist. At long last, land ho. Behold, Limsa, a nation blessed by the ocean's bounty and beloved of Limelaine, goddess of navigation. Limelaine. So now we would have like a really, really pretty voiceover saying all these things, describing Limsa to us, how beautiful and picturesque it is on the ocean, and all the white stone buildings and giant towers, and everything great about the city. You know, the pirates, the ruffians, the ladies, you know, everything really positive about Limsa and how great it is. They do mention here, though, that our arrival here in Limsa has not gone unnoticed. Sierra as adventurer has drawn the gaze of the nation's patron deity, Limelaine. So look, we just got off the boat. We just started our adventuring life, and we've already got a god's attention. So if that doesn't put us up for success, I don't know what does.